to see you again.
Great to be seen.
Yeah, you got that right. That's for sure. But judging by, the way you came in, you're extremely excited about the year that's coming up. What's going to be different about this year as opposed to teams in the past where you have a large variety of ages?
Well, we all have to come together. We understand the talent that we have on the roster and, what we have the ability to do, but you have to put in the work and you got to make the necessary sacrifices and you got to figure things out, as they come up throughout the season. And I feel like our guys are highly motivated to do that.
Frank, Anthony says he's going to play center. So what can you tell us about that decision for the season?
He's played center the last 2 years. It's just what type of balance are we going to have? That's still to be determined. I think the first year it was a near 50-50 balance of him playing alongside another big at the 4 and then him sliding to the 5. Last year was more him playing the 4, with Mark and Drummond and Trez getting a lot of those minutes in there. I think we're going to return more to the first year's balance, but he'll play some 4 and some 5.
Frank, last year you guys had some fairly costly interruptions due to COVID. I'm wondering what it means to you that this team, according to Rob last week, is on track to be 100% vaccinated by opening night.
What it means to be vaccinated?
I know what it means to be vaccinated. I'm wondering what it means to you. Is this thing on?
Yeah, there's a lot of noise over there.
What it means to you that your group will be 100% vaccinated after the interruptions of the year?
Well, it's huge. Obviously you want to be able to not be compromised, in any way with extended absence for quarantines or exposure quarantines. They were costly last year to our group. Not every team in the league this year, has that luxury, but we do. And, there was a lot of conversations and education to get that done along the way. And, I'm super proud of our guys for making that commitment. And, hopefully we don't have some of those disruptions like we did last year.
Good morning, Frank.
Morning.
How you doing today?
I'm good.
Good. When you and your coaching staff got together and you looked at the different opportunities to put lineups out there, how often did you guys go through, this would be a good lineup, this would be a good lineup? Okay, how are we going to make this all work with basically 12 guys that can all play very well for you?
Well, it's definitely a challenge and, what we all like to call a good problem, right? But it is still a difficult challenge. The thing I like about it is, all the lineups that we put on the whiteboard, with the different ways that we can go with our group, they're all good. They all look really good to me. There's not a lot of lineups we put up there, where you feel like you have some holes and it's going to be a struggle to win with that group. So, for us, it's just a matter of which of those good choices is going to be the best choices to start games, to finish games, the combinations of guys going to play throughout the year. All that stuff typically plays itself out in training camp, the practices, the early preseason games, and along the way in the regular season.
Hey, Frank. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
LeBron just told us that, he thought it would maybe take a little time with Russell Westbrook to kind of figure out how that combination could best work, but that he sort of always figures it out, whether it's Dwayne Wade or other stuff. I'm curious, in your time with him, what have you seen in his adaptability that gives you confidence that sort of he'll always figure it out, to use his words?
Well, he can do it all, first of all, and he's willing to do it all, and that's what we've seen, in playing with AD 2 years ago and as a new teammate, what he's done with Kyrie and obviously D Wade in Miami, all these other stars that he's played with, he's adapted his game, done whatever is necessary to win and put himself in position for the ultimate goal. And like I said, like the willingness to do it is one thing, but when you have, his skill set and his mind, like he literally can do it all, so, very confident that that's going to work itself out.
Hey, Frank.
What's up, Kyle?
Good morning. Whenever you talk about a team with a lot of depth like your roster has, there's also a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of guys who are going to be looking for minutes. How do you kind of find the answer there? Do you think that the experience and the age that people are talking about as a negative will influence how guys are kind of able to find their roles and plug and play?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of mouths to feed, yes. But we all know, I think everybody on our team understands that to win the ultimate goal, to win a championship, we have to be a team first team. And everyone in uniform is going to put the team above themselves individually. And, they're all here to win a championship. So, that's something I'm not really worried about. The second part of your question was? Yeah, well, I think the age and experience can benefit you in this situation from a standpoint of understanding that stepping aside for a teammate or for the group to have success is sometimes necessary to win a championship, and I think the experience of our guys will help with that.
Hey Frank, you guys obviously added a lot of shooting and scoring and playmaking, but I think one of the trade-offs is not as much defensive talent, at least in the backcourt. So you guys have been top 3 defensively the past 2 seasons. Is that still the expectation? And kind of how do you view that challenge of maybe getting more out of a less talented defensive group?
Yeah, we lost some strong perimeter defenders, but we've got great two-way players, and no one that we feel is really a liability. We have a smart scheme, that I think our guys will come in and compete in. And yeah, if we're going to set a high standard for what we can accomplish on the defensive end. Are we going to be the #1 defense in the league again? I don't know. We have the rim protection to do it. We have the minds to do it. We have the athleticism to do it. Is this group going to commit like the teams of the last couple of years? That's going to be the question, and that's going to be the challenge placed upon them. Okay, thank you guys.